See if it'll record. Just thinking about it. We'll see.
Yo, Mark, shut up. I ain't
Just,
even going out like that. We're
maybe.
making podcasts for the people.
I don't even know
Word. No,
anything happening. You hear anything?
I I see
Oh, there
you.
it is. Okay, we did
Uh-oh.
it. Party for the people.
Party for the podcast for the people.
Awestruck House
Word.
Podcast, everybody. We're doing it again. Fighting with
We're
my
here.
computer because I guess they have a new release, so I have to update my computer so my computer doesn't explode or my phones don't explode. I don't know. I don't know. I don't know if my phone updated last night. Who knows? Who
Everything
knows?
updated. Everything's round on the new
Woes.
on my desktop. Like everything's rounded corners, rounded this. The new file
Oh,
folders look different. Like
awesome.
as you put something in your folder, it like opens a little bit.
That's what she said.
Yes.
So she said, well, everyone go back and watch the Incredible Haul video where my phone died about 80% through the haul, and there's not going to be a part two because I started to sort everything and it's all in the collection now. So sorry about that, but you got the idea. You get the idea, you
It's all
know?
sorted. Now it's not really sorted the way any normal person would sort something. It's sorted by
Impossible.
Mark's manic, frantic,
It's
crazy,
impossible to read. Yeah,
haptic.
we did go through how to read Cyberforce. You go to Silvestri to Simonson to Dave
Hmm.
Finch to Kevin Lau back to Dave Finch. You get the idea. Maybe a Brandon Peterson in there somewhere. Maybe a Joe Benitez. It's crazy. It's
It's
impossible to
crazy.
read. It's impossible to
You
read.
know how I have my Cyberforce? 1 through 4, 0, 1 through 25, annual source book,
No.
uh
Then you got to have
Cyberforce Origins.
origins, right? You got
That's
those
right.
origins are mixed in. You got to mix those in. You know.
Striker.
Striker. All right, let's jump into the news. Ultra Comics Podcast. Here we go. We're going to jump into some exclusive. It's more of like a whatnot exclusive from, Rob Liefeld's show. But we know that a lot of the websites they don't care.
No, they
They
don't
don't
care.
care about it. They're jerks.
This
But that's
is a
okay.
this is a group called the Defiance. It started off as a Marvel comic. Like some of the like he did some layouts and stuff, and then working with Marvel just wasn't working out. So he's like, you know what? Boom, whole new team. Like you can kind of tell like the chicken green is probably Thundra. You can
Mm,
tell the guy up front is like Garrison Kane. The guy
mm.
to the left is Patriot,
Oh, Jeff Mace.
Jeff Mace, and then maybe they were going to use Carnage, but you know what? That demon looking dude, kind of awesome looking. That rock guy, I never seen him before. That's not like a Marvel character I know.
Who's
And then
that? That Venom guy looking?
yeah, brand new character.
Mm.
I think it's pretty neat looking. I mean, the Marvel comic would have been neat, but you know what? Doing something on your own is always better.
Thundra.
So, and of course, the guy to the right is Vandal, who's been in Youngblood 1 through 3.
This guy.
Vandal, that's right.
Vandal.
Um,
Are these
Interesting.
real cards?
These are not real cards. They
It
look like
looks
real cards.
embossed. It's
You know
crazy. It
what
looks
they
like
are?
it's a deep emboss.
These are NFTs. He sold these NFTs 4 years ago, almost to the day. In fact, it's funny. Like my wife and I are going away for our anniversary. When this NFT thing launched, I was away for our anniversary. Just a funny coincidence. Yeah, these are cool cards. They look like the old Youngblood cards. Astra, Redstone. He's barely red though. Got a red brow,
Red Browstone. That looks like a troll. It's like troll. Troll in rock form.
maybe.
Troll in red
Argos.
rock form.
Yeah, so these were NFTs, and I think he made like $100,000 just off NFTs that weekend. And of course, NFTs have gone away. It's not a bad technology, but it's a really shitty collector thing.
Right.
And what's
Uh,
amazing is he did an entire NFT comic. You could have bought this Defiance comic from him as an NFT. I'm sorry, only one person got it. It was an auction, and he spent, I think, tens. I think he spent at least $5,000 to get this comic. And this guy's had this exclusive comic for like 4 years.
Jesus. So then now it's going to be for $12 on
Now,
whatnot.
now it's going to be on Whatnot real soon,
Well, there
or
might be
probably.
yeah, maybe he had a contract or something. He's like, I get to release this in so many years. You know what I mean? So
Well, it was always. This isn't. He goes, you don't have the rights to like print this. You just have the rights to own it. Didn't Kevin Smith do Where Is Killjoy or Kilroy?
something
Isn't
like
that like
that. Yeah,
an NFT movie, something like that?
I think
I
so.
forgot
Yeah.
about that till just a second.
Kevin Smith news coming up. Kevin Smith news coming up.
It's good.
So yeah, it's pretty
So
exciting. So the number is just going to be a one shot. kind of, or we don't
I
know.
guess I guess it depends. You know, Liefeld'S really loves that direct to consumer market. It's really where he's selling a lot of stuff. You know, Last Blood's been a success. Young Blood's been a success. You know, let's try Defiance. He's got it. He's got a drawer full of stuff. So let's get it out.
Let's get it. Let's get it out. All right, a couple things
So
in the chat before we jump to the main news.
we've talked about this in the past. I had told you that there was an ash can before Wiz Comics #2, which is technically the first appearance of Captain Marvel. They did a couple ash cans. One was called Flash Comics, the other was called Thrill Comics, and he was called Captain Thunder back then.
Are
So pretty
these
weird,
real or
huh?
are these cleaned up like AI or something?
No, these are. I mean, they're scans.
Yeah, yeah.
I mean, you can tell because you can see the background of the ash can. So somebody scanned their ash
Oh,
can.
yeah, yeah. I'll take it. Other big news of the week, our boy, uh, Godzilla Monster Piece Theater presents Romeo and Juliet and Godzilla. So that's pretty fun. Keep that going.
Keep it
Keep
going because we actually did not know what he was working on,
right. We don't right exactly. Yeah, I think we tried to
he,
talk to him and ask him, but he wouldn't tell us, which is fine.
which is fine. No, you don't have to because it's an interview.
Right. Yeah,
And honestly, I like the surprise of things being announced. I like things being told to me, but I'm a spoiler free guy. Don't give me spoilers.
I guess it was successful. I mean, I really like the first one. I need to get. I missed when they had that little window to buy like that special edition when it had prints and stuff in it, but I did think it was a little overpriced, so I didn't get it. But I should get the trade of that because all the extras are in the trade, all the extra items are in the trade, so I'm pretty excited about that. Tom Scholey, very exciting. But I'd be curious to see what his next like creator stuff is. You know what I
You
mean?
know, it's so neat because this, like, you look at this and we know it's Tom Scioli, but like when people think of Scioli traditionally, it's Kirby. It's like, oh, he's Jack Kirby. He's a Jack Kirby clone. Except he's not all the time. Like this is nowhere. This is not Kirby at all.
Even his
I
his
mean,
Godzilla is a specific Godzilla. Like it's
yes,
his own, which is interesting. I mean the way that I mean it's going to be an interesting year for Godzilla because we still haven't seen anything for Supernova, and the -0 is just the poster came out even cover because it's a cloud. Okay,
right.
so it's
It's
like
in the
nothing. It's
it's in
so
the cloud.
nothing. It's something nothing. All right, so let's jump over.
Romeo and Juliet. You know what's funny is you never know what you're gonna get with this. Like you think like Romeo and Juliet, what the hell do they do? Well, they could have like Wonder Twin powers activate or something. You know what I mean? Like
Yeah, I
also
mean
you
he
gotta
had
remember they're
he
like
had.
30, aren't they like 13 in the book? This isn't like I
So
know.
let's not do that.
Let's not even talk about the movie from the 70s.
Boom. Yeah, yes, we bad. This is good. So this is kind of interesting. Is that
Super
Bizarro
interesting.
Year None? Kevin Smith, new origin of Bizarro. Uh, great, great cover. We'll get to
Great
that.
cover. Yeah.
Well, that's your quietly
That's your
cover.
Frank Whiteley cover. Beautiful.
Lately.
Like the guy just can't draw bad.
And this is him coloring himself and everything. Yeah,
Of course. He
that's
only he loves to color himself.
whoop, whoop. It's like a
That's cool.
different scribble.
You
Uh,
know, my problem with this is I need Bizarro's S to be backwards. It's just me.
yeah.
Some
Hmm.
people don't. That one cover's Nick Pitaro, right? Is that the Nick Pitaro
Yeah.
cover?
Yeah,
Look
this
how
is the
awesome that
artist.
is. That
Yeah.
he's because his Earth is a cube.
Right. Yeah.
He's standing on the Earth's edge. I love this dude, and Nick Pitaro is such a good choice for an artist. I mean, especially it's like Nick Pitaro, Frank Quitely covers.
Hmm.
Yes, yes.
I don't.
Frank Quitely always looked like he should have been drawing Bizarro. He did a character called Fuckwit in Wanted. He did the Fuckwit cover, which was like the Wanted version of Bizarro.
Hmm.
I don't even
I
remember
don't
that or
remember that.
not.
No. Nope.
Wanted, worth a reread.
Carrasco, he's the writer on Supergirl. Does that sound right? I think you looked it up. It was on your Twitters.
Yes, I did not know who he was. I said his name, and then he liked the tweet. I'm like, oh, well, let me see this guy. And he wrote Twilight. I guess he helped write Twilight of the Gods, which is the Zack Snyder Netflix cartoon. I love that cartoon. That is great.
Hmm.
That
I've
is a
never seen that
great
cartoon.
cart. It's R rated, and it's violent and it's sexual. It's a good adult cartoon.
I think
And
I
he wrote.
tried to start watching it, but I think I don't know. You know me.
You
Got
got
no
to be in the
attention
right.
span.
Yeah, He also wrote for Foundation, which Milligan really loves, and he always tells me I should watch that. That's a pretty hardcore sci-fi show.
Hard sci-fi. The hard.
So Eric Carrasco, yeah, that's cool. I'm excited. I'm excited for this book.
Yeah, it looks good. I mean, it says this is like a Mustafa Ibrahim cover. I was like, oh, I just thought it was Liebermejo. So I guess this guy was he draws this. I mean, I think Liebermejo did a pastiche on, was it Gen 13 Superman? Didn't he do like a pastiche like
Yes,
this? So
yes,
that's what
yeah,
I
he
thought. I
did.
was
He
like,
literally did.
it's almost exactly the same. So, but yeah, I don't know. Uh, why is it? Yeah, I guess maybe there's an origin why the Superman symbol is straightforward. So, here is the Marvel DC. This is Spider-Man Superman. I always have to think about like where. I guess that would tip it off too. It's where it'll say that, you know. So the Curry Andrews cover, I kind of did a blow up on that. So what we got here?
Oh, he's got Rep Rack. That's funny. That was a weird choice.
I like the design of Red Brack. I think is awesome.
I do
I don't
because
really care
it's
about the character, but I think it's,
no, because he's red and blue Venom.
hmm yeah. To which they're giving them that costume anyway. So it's like cool.
Yes, I
There's
like
no,
that. I like that you got Scarlet Spider down there. I like that
Mhm.
you got Spider Ham. You know,
Yeah, the Spider Ham's really
uh,
good.
I don't see. Oh, there he is. I didn't see Connor Kent Superboy. Bizarro, but look at that Bizarro. Guess what? S is backwards, Mark,
Yep, that's right.
and he's got the stone plate denoting that he's Bizarro
Number
number one.
one. Number one. Yeah.
No, it's a cool cover. I like it.
Yeah, I think the
I can
coloring
dig it.
isn't as strong though, just because like it's hard to see Metallo back here. Like it kind of blends in, and it could just be like it is a low res scan on what came whatever they upload. This is like the best image that I found of it.
Yeah.
So um yeah, I mean I think that so the lineup basically because it's what it's Meltzer,
First
right?
off, yeah. First off,
Meltzer
I'm
Laras.
pretty happy about that. Brad Meltzer is a fantastic writer. Uh, Identity Crisis, his Justice League run, his Green Arrow run. He's a strong comic writer. And honestly, I'm just kind of glad it's not Bendis. Not that I hate Bendis, because
Right.
Bendis certainly is a good writer. It's just he's bored me as of the past 5 years.
It's the same trope. Did you read his Avengers short story this week?
No, I didn't. But
It's the same thing. Even though it was charming, it's
yeah,
the same thing as someone will come in and have the joke, and then the next person will come in and they'll have the same joke. They're like, wait, you did what now? What? It's the
uh,
same. He does the same. He does it like three or four times. And I'm like, I understand it. I know you're taking it from something, some David Mamet book from fucking 1985. Like it just,
yes.
I got it. Right. I got it. But that being said, when I'm looking through the main Avengers book, I just don't care about the lineup. I don't care about like Captain Marvel and like I don't care about the lineup that's in there now. And then the second in the backup when Captain Marvel shows up, I'm like, thud. I don't know what it is about that character. It stops me completely cold. And I did like the first like Kelly Sue DeConnick run. Thought that was pretty good. But
Okay.
other than that, I haven't liked any other run
I
post.
like the who wrote the Miss Marvel series before Captain Marvel? Was that
Brian Reed.
Reed? Yeah, Brian
Yep.
Reed. That was a good run.
Exactly. Yes, exactly. I don't know
Because
why it's
what's
not that. She needs to go
what's
back to that binary costume. She needs to go back to that Miss Marvel costume. But
I
they
agree
can't
with you.
because Miss
The Miss
Marvel is now Kamala Khan, so they can't.
Well, she can still be Captain Marvel, but like they need to come up with a costume that's kind of a cross between the two. Me, I always loved the Miss Marvel costume, especially when Frank Cho was drawing it, because it was like it put it on a different level. That's why they got
Yeah.
Frank Cho to draw those covers.
Mhm.
Miss Marvel, they purposely, and this is a good thing Bendis did. Miss Marvel had a drinking problem before. She was never like a great superhero. Rogue stole her powers. She was binary. Like it was just like a bunch of a mishmash. And during House of M, in that universe, even though it was a mutant ruled universe, she got to a place of power and was like the world's best superhero.
Mhm.
And when House of M ended, people got to remember, those memories stuck with those characters. House of M wasn't like forgotten about. People had that memory of that world. So she came back to our Earth 616 and like, I want to be the best superhero ever. So Bendis and Reed took her on that adventure, and she actually was almost romantically involved with Spider-Man. Like she liked Spider-Man for a minute, and all that stuff was super interesting. And then Kelly Sue DeConnick kind of like now she is the best. And
Right,
in the
right, right.
Marvel movie, she's the best and she's the strongest. It's a legit journey to being the best. But now that she's the best, it's like, is she always the best? I don't know.
Well, it's the same.
And
You
again,
got to depower like Superman. You got to depower Superman a little bit, make it a little bit better. It's not relatable, you know. I
yes,
don't know. I still have never watched the Marvels, you know.
it's I don't hate it, but I don't love it either. I've never rewatched it. It's
Y-
fine.
Yeah, do you care about the Candyman like redo was okay, but Nia DaCosta did the Marvels, directed that, and then or directed Candyman, and then is now directed Marvels, which I heard was almost done. It's one of those things where you hear the story, it's like the way she talks about it, it was almost done before she walked in the door. Like all the previs, like everything's already kind of done for you in a way,
Right. Right.
which is not
Um,
great.
Marvel needs to stop doing that.
I I think that the Russos are allowed to do what they want, but like remember, there's still a ton of stuff from like Endgame that was like we just don't know how much stuff they're shooting and what holds because isn't there an Iron Man Doctor Strange in Endgame that got cut or something or vice versa or something like that. Thought there was
I
something.
there's a lot that got cut. We'll never know.
Yeah,
We'll
we'll
never
never
know.
know.
And we should know because I would love that docu-series of like, here's shit you'll never see. This doesn't make sense. Why
The
would we do
Stranger Things
this?
the Stranger Things apparently like it's shocking how much stuff, and they're in a little bit of trouble because they apparently have whoever filmed it and whoever vetted it and put it up. There's different things where they were going through some of the screens and they had like AI markers on them potentially like buffering script from AI. So you gotta be careful, man. You gotta be careful. Like there's too many internet sleuths to see
There are.
every fucking thing, everything. You know, there was a good like Sydney Sweeney sketch of that. Remember when they were like, "We got to find your dad." Like, found him. He was on this. He was on his Instagram, and
Yeah,
like
yeah.
it's way too much. Like the internet sleuths are just out of control. But anyway, like you don't care. Did you watch the 28 Years Later? I think I missed that.
I have not watched it yet, but Milligan went and saw the Boneyard,
Yeah, shit,
the
that's supposed
the
to be
bone
fucking
the
good,
bone
man.
zone.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Milligan took it to the bone zone.
Yeah, that's supposed to be good. I'll talk to him today.
Yeah.
Because Rob's got to go. He's got a real world thing doing. He's got
I
to.
got an anniversary coming up. A 20th. Listen, I'm going to say it for the first time right now. This is the year of anniversaries. I turned 50. That's an anniversary. My wedding anniversary turns 20. I've been married for 20 years, which is amazing. Okay. We're talking right now about what are you laughing at?
I'm just laughing because I know where you're going with this. This is the stupidest thing ever. Go ahead.
It's a bunch of stupid things. Okay.
Mm.
Spider-Man, Superman, 50th anniversary of Spider-Man, Superman
Uh-huh.
crossover.
These
Um,
are
and
Transformers the movie.
as Transformers the movie, 40th anniversary of
40.
Transformers the movie, 30th anniversary of Heroes Reborn, 50th or
Uh,
40th anniversary of Watchmen, Dark Knight Returns.
oh yeah, shit. It's a six. I forgot. I
Uh,
don't even know. Hmm. Interesting.
it's something weird about the six. It's the 250th anniversary of the United States.
It's a 2 year strengthening of our friendship because I think in 1996 and I was working whole hog when I went to Sam Goody one day and they were waving to me and I was like I gotta go buy a CD before I'm in the and they were like here's you're 18 years old, here's keys to the store because we fired the manager from stealing. Cool. Awesome.
That's right.
That's
And then they
cool.
hired a new manager to steal.
They hired a new manager, so they hired Matt, and he sold too. Way to go. Oh yeah, yeah.
Way to go.
Anyway,
Like you're working at a comic store. Like that's a dream job. Doesn't pay it anything, but it's a dream job.
yeah, they both got caught like in stupid ways too. It's like the like you're just I don't know. It's a plan. Anyway,
Were they stealing
so
stuff or stealing money?
money.
I see that's dumb. Stuff. You can
Oh,
probably get away with like a couple comics, but like don't steal money.
yeah, no money. So Brad Meltzer, I do like the fact that Marvel's kind of like cluing in because I feel like when DC got Morrison, it was a bigger deal, and the
Yeah.
story was better. So I wonder if someone at Marvel read that and be like, "Shit, this is way better than the Joe Kelly." Maybe we can grab Meltzer because Meltzer has never worked for Marvel. He's a DC guy. He worked
He's
for mainly
straight up DC.
DC because he
Even
did.
I don't even think he's done any anthologies for Marvel.
He's done nothing for Marvel. I think it mentions here. I saw an interview with him, or he did like a thing on his he was walking through a Barnes and Noble and he just says, "Hey, I'm plugging Barnes and Noble. I'm doing a signing this weekend." He's like, "I'll never forget my first signing in Barnes and Noble. These guys drove 4 hours. No one came to the signing. This was back in like probably the 90s or something. And these guys came 4 hours and they were really talking him up. And he's like, "Hey, do you want to go to dinner?" And then the publisher came. He's like, "You don't even know these people. Like, you can't take them to dinner." This was like kind of pre-internet and all that stuff.
Uh-huh.
and those guys came to a signing recently. Same people. It's like, hey, we'll always buy your books. Like you took us to dinner when we were like 18 years old, like years ago, you know. So
Right.
that's pretty fun. But he was, but
And
that's
you
good,
know
man.
what? It's the 30th anniversary of that dinner now.
It's maybe, yeah, it is something. Probably I think it's further than that. But like, but that was, but I mean, I mean, you got to remember, Identity Crisis was kind of a big deal. It was kind of not. I don't know if it was the
It,
Marvelization of DC, but it did more Marvel themes. You know, Marvel DC was scared to touch any of the God type of things that they had. You know, and some
Mhm.
people don't like it in retrospect. They don't like that there was like a rape and there was like, you know, murder and
Yeah,
cover up and.
it's divisive.
But it was interesting. You know,
It
I mean,
was super
that's
interesting. And
and
we
it's
were all
old
in. It was
like
the best.
a lot.
It was like the best murder story since like Watchmen. Like who killed who and
Yeah.
why? You know, that's the whole
Yeah.
point of Watchmen. He Watchmen in the DC universe. And
Yeah, and
Rags
it
Morales
did
had
it
that
did push
super
through too, because then I guess Jeff Johns took it up because then he did the Infinite Crisis, which you know was Maxwell Lord, and there was a lot
right.
of you know division around then. But you know, good stuff. I mean, all around. I mean, that's it. I don't know how well it reads now, but I mean, you had the Turner covers, you had things
Oh
selling.
yeah. Turner
Probably
covers
didn't
are
sell,
gorgeous.
probably didn't beat. I mean, we didn't really cover that, but you know, listen, DC beat Marvel decidedly this year for the first
Well,
time
that
since
was
New
the year.
52.
That was also the year DC beat Marvel. Like that
Oh,
was
they
the
did?
build up.
Right.
The build up to Infinite Crisis. It was incredible. Everything was
Mm.
popping. It at least beat Marvel creativity wise, because
Yeah,
you
sure.
had Identity Crisis and Infinite Crisis were the same year, and then you got Green Lantern Rebirth. You know, you had all this stuff gelling. You had
Hmm.
Jeff Johns doing Teen Titans.
Oh
It
yeah.
was probably DC's best year. In fact, I haven't loved DC as much since that year. From that year to this year, it's the 20th anniversary of the year that I love DC that much. That might be. That might be 2006, Mark.
Yeah, that might be right. Yeah. I mean, the good thing is that like it's there's and we'll keep going with this, but yeah, so I think that Marvel's doing a good thing by bringing them in. The only thing that bummed me out, so here's the lineup here: Dan Slott, Marcus Martin. That's pretty good. Yeah, so
So it's
Spider-Man
all
Noir meeting Golden Age Superman,
all
which
right.
that's pretty fun. Um,
No, this is cool.
Jeff Johns, Gary Frank. Um,
In 20 years, that sounds like an anniversary.
that's a
Can't get away from it, can
anniversary.
you?
Super Spider-Man Family Clash sparked by Mysterio. I'm not sure what eight. I'm not. I try to look at the eras that they're doing. Aaron
Ah,
Darderman doing Thor, Jane Foster, Thor, Wonder Woman. Okay. Louise Simonson, Todd Nauck. You couldn't get like Johnny
Bogdanov.
Boggs.
Yeah,
Yeah,
what's he
I would
doing?
have liked, but you know, I
Todd Knox
guess
great. We love Todd Knox.
Todd Nauck is, and he's actually kind of jumped in the last like 5 years. I think he jumped pretty far ahead. That last issue
Ah,
of JSA, which is basically a Star Girl special, essentially. But I think he could have Johnny Boggs or just get Walt. Walt's sitting around, you know. Actually, really good Walt interview. He was on the
oh,
uh
Ink Pulp, right?
yeah, good interview, dude. Real
They
fucking
they're
good.
good. You know what's missing from this, Mark? Give me a Kessel Grummet or a Kessel Ordway,
Mm.
Connor Kent Superboy, Ben Riley Spider Man.
Yeah, I think that would have been nice. So something like that. And the Joe Kelly, Ramos, Gwen Stacy, and Lana Lang. So it's a college, I guess.
It's the runner ups. It's like, hey, we dated them, but we didn't marry them.
Yeah, Bendis Pacelli.
Who's
That's
doing?
to be expected.
Somebody's
So
doing. Oh, maybe it's for DC. All right. So somebody was doing like a Lois Lane, Mary Jane story, but it might be for DC.
I think it's yeah. I think Tom King's doing. I think he's have Jim Lee draw.
Tom
So
King.
they'll just
That's
sitting
what it
around.
is.
They're just
Yeah,
gonna be sitting around. Cool.
that's right. That's what I want Jim Lee to do.
Yeah,
Not
that's
a.
exactly.
You know what? They're
Um,
gonna throw. You know they're gonna throw like a Wolverine in the background or something. Like, look, Jim Lee draws Wolverine again.
yeah, the only thing that wasn't shown, and the one I want to see the most is logo mashup variant. I'm not sure if that means logo, the character logo, which I would like them to do. They should just do an amalgam universe. Come, like this should just kind of spin out to an amalgam. Do a new amalgam, please. You know. So
I
here's
I
your
want I want a new Spider Boy. Give me
here's your
Spider
Pepe
Boy.
Larraz.
Why did they do two facsimiles of the Spider Boys? The only Amalgam comic they've done facsimiles
I
for.
don't know. Right.
This is great. We love Bagley.
Bagley inking himself here. Bagley had John Dell ink on Avengers last week. It was John Dell and I think Drew Hennessy, or no, Drew does the color, Drew Hennessy, I guess. Someone, I think Scott Hanna, but
Which is
he's
fine.
doing a heavier line, I feel now, because it looked like this. I thought he was inking himself through most of it. Again, it
Well,
read really easy though,
Scott
dude.
Hanya,
Like that Avengers, I mean, that's what's kind of tough is like as much as Bendis kind of annoys me, like it reads easy, which
Hannah
is
is
what you
very
want.
versatile. Hannah is very versatile. So he could ink. All Bagley has to say is, "Hey, this is my new inking style." Boom, you got it.
Who the hell is that? Who is that character back there? Who is it's
I,
Cardiac and then I don't even know that other character.
you know what's boo to this? Listen, I love Cardiac. Bagley's real cool, Cardiac. But
Yeah,
who invented? Who co-created him?
Lars.
Yeah.
There's
Speaking
your
of the devil,
Larson.
listen, I
Larson.
get this. Larson said I wouldn't have drawn this cover, but Marvel said, "Hey, do Cyborg, Spider-Man, Cyborg, Superman." And Larson's like, "Yeah, okay, that makes sense," and I love it. I love this cover.
Larson's doing his new what he did that like Spider-Man Noir or Venom like Venom
He did the
uh
Venom, black, white, and red,
yeah.
which is a great story. It's really smart.
Yeah, he's now doing like kind of a Ditko pastiche. Like the head's more of a circle Ditko. It's actually,
Um, by the way, don't be surprised if this cover looks different when it gets published because he's already messed with it on his site. It's
okay.
like,
Yeah.
here's how I would actually change the logos around. He goes, look at all this empty
Yeah,
space
he's a
over
big
here.
look, and that's cool. Do the bar. I would say do the marble bar, maybe. Like I mean, again, he puts out two different versions of Dragon every month, which I think is pretty fun. Here's your Russell Dauterman, which is
Perfect.
to be expected.
He just no, it's just draws. It's exactly what you expect from a Daughterman cover.
It is. It feels too. I don't like that Superman. I don't
I
like
think
those
he's falling
eyebrows.
into the Alan Davis thing where you always get the same thing. It always looks good, but like
Right.
you're missing that touch of excitement.
Yeah, Alan Davis when he started inking himself again, because I forgot. I was looking through my Captain Britain. Um, I don't know if I told you that I ended up getting. I found something online. Did I tell you I got what I got my brother for Christmas? I ended up getting him for Christmas slash birthday. I don't even know if he is exclusive. He doesn't even have the gift yet, but I got him the Daredevil's like number 20.
What if he listens to this?
He don't listen to nothing.
What do you do? Listen to one episode?
Maybe. Yeah, I
You know
think
what's
so.
funny?
Yeah.
I met your brother a couple times.
Mhm.
And what did he ask you when he watched like an episode? He's
That
like,
was
who's
that
that
Rob
guy?
guy.
Who's
Yeah.
that Rob guy?
Right.
Is he in comics?
Right. Is
Like,
he in comics? Yeah.
which is funny
Um,
because I get that question from creators. Like every time I talk to like a Stephen
right.
Platt or somebody, like, are you in the industry? I'm like,
Yes, we
no,
are.
I am
We're
now. I
press,
guess
bro. We're
we're
press.
press.
But
Well,
I got
you
him the
know,
first mention, the first magazine UK mention of Marvel 616. It's
oh,
like one
cool.
line. It's one line. It's Alan Davis, but it's Alan Davis thinking himself. But when Alan Davis did, I wish Levitz would come and I wish they would do that Levitz Avengers like Lost Through Time, whatever the heck it was called 2 years ago. That was fucking great, dude. That was like
Yeah,
that book like came as if it came out in like 1968. Like it was crazy.
it was good. It
Um,
was really solid.
yeah, it was really cool. See, so I like having this here. I like that. It's a shame that the Hobgoblin is so like kind of marred. You can't see the Hobgoblin in the background because
It is a shame.
it looks really good. And like there's I guess a couple Hobgoblin really scary covers when I was a kid. Like there's a couple of them like where he's just like his face and just a scary character. So yeah, I would have liked Simonson to draw that, but that's okay. Your Ryan Stegman is fine. I don't like the perspective, the shortening on Superman. I don't know. It's okay. It's okay. Rich Capullo. I don't like this. No, I don't
Yeah,
like. I don't really
it's
like a
not.
Spider-Man. I don't like a Superman. That's all right. That's all right. Spichelli. It's fine.
That's fine.
So wait. So you're gonna
I'm
do?
surprised Miles isn't meeting Jonathan. That would make more sense
Yeah, that would make more
because
sense. And then you have.
They're both Bendis characters. There we go.
Right.
There we go. That's the cover. That makes more sense.
Yeah. I'm not sure I'd do that, but it's all right. It's okay. There's your Marcus Martin, this is what I wanted to read the most. That's what I want to read the
This
most.
is why. I mean, I'm excited about the Brad Meltzer story. I'll see because I'm a huge Meltzer. Like I don't read any of his novels, but I probably should because I'm a
I
huge
think
history buff.
when I was in
And
audiobooks for like 2 weeks, I think I listened to one of his novels where it
every
was
I
all
watched
about
every History Channel show he did, like The Classified or History's Mysteries or you know, they're
the all
all
new,
really
all
good.
spectacular Spider-Man
That's pretty
story.
nice, dude. Pretty
So
nice.
So
Ah, you love this,
this
don't you?
I do love this, and this might actually back me up into the Ghost Machine universe. I know that Western Thinking Critical talks about Ghost Machine pretty much every week. His suggestion this week is that he just feels that they need to all get more organized, so there's like one a week, like almost like a Marvel universe. Like that's what Image used to try and do anyway, and that they couldn't due to scheduling, but it would have been it's hard to get a universe going, by itself. Like I guess the most successful ones probably were Valiant and Malibu in publishing succession, right? And coming out on
Right,
time,
right, right.
But um
Well, I mean, well, Valiant had Jim Shooter, and you're talking more about the Ultraverse Malibu did. They had time and money
mhm,
to do that.
right,
They had Image money. All
right,
that
right,
money
right.
they made from Image, they went to put in the Malibu universe. So yeah, no, you're right. And this is all Jeff Johns. This is all Jeff Johns is the brain.
Yeah, Jeff Johns Tomasi basically like and they have their own kind of separate set, but you have 120 entries. All the issues are basically pastiches of the different Marvel universe or DC Who's Who, which is this is fucking awesome. This is
You know,
awesome.
I had actually had like two Marvel Universe comics before I was even really collecting comics. It was like B and C, and I just would reread it and you. So I
Mm.
would just reread it over and over and over again. So like I had this crazy knowledge of every Marvel character that went from B to C, and every Marvel character update 89 you. I'm like, you
Well, yeah,
want
I
to talk
think
about
that
Mulek or Venom? I know it.
yeah, I think that's what I think my brother had a couple of the dead ones, right? They had like
Yeah,
and you're like, what? And then I knew some of them were back alive, and I'm like, that's confusing,
that's confusing. That guy's dead. It's official right here.
So I guess they're gonna do so if these are all issue one variants, like I thought these are all issue one variants. So it's like, wow, okay. So I'm pretty excited to see uh they're gonna have variants on everyone. Look at the George Washington back there. It's crazy looking.
Yeah,
And that's
that's
in red
Red Coat.
coat, right? Yeah, I don't
Red
know.
Coat. I do
Where's
love Red
Junkyard
Coat.
Joe? Junkyard Joe, there he is. Junkyard Joe. Junkyard Joe's my shit. That
Yeah,
series was almost great. There's something missing in that series. I read it and I was excited for it. And like there's something in like two and three. I don't know. I think it maybe because I don't know. Something and that's what I'm scared to read Geiger because I'm like, is there going to be one minus thing that I'm
you know
just
what it
not
is?
quite there?
Jeff Johns is not as good as Jeff Johns used to be. And what I mean is, Jeff Johns had a certain skill level that we loved. And when he wrote, uh, dude, what was the Superman, Doc Manhattan, Watchmen book called?
Doomsday Clock.
Doomsday Clock. When he
Mhm.
wrote that, something changed in him and he became a different writer.
Yeah,
Still
yeah,
good,
yeah. Mhm.
but he's just, I don't know, a little more official, a little more
Yeah, I think he's just trying to
stiff.
stretch past his, like I'm not sure if we attach a certain level of nostalgia with Jeff Johns in how he likes the history of things of like what we because he does do a pure like his Green Lantern run's probably the best run, you know, I would say, probably the best run.
It's a
Um,
great, yeah.
Even though I like the Gerard Jones, he who shall not be named. I saw someone put up something recently where they posted a cover of something and they just whited Gerard Jones's like name out. They took it out of the cover. It was like the road back. It was a trait for the road back. And
Right.
someone posted an image from it and they took his name off the cover. I'm like, holy shit. So like no one wrote it. Kind of like I guess when Alan Moore didn't want his name in, is his name in the archives, the X-Men archives when they reprinted that, or they don't mention his name?
I don't know.
Yeah, I feel like they don't have credits in there. And then when they printed it later, he was mad when they put the first omnibus out. It had like a reprint or whatever, the Captain Britain stuff. It was in there and he wanted it out. And then it's not in the future ones. Goofy, goofy
Whatever.
stuff. But yeah, but just do variants for this every single one. So yeah, I'm interested in this to see Albert Einstein, the High Plains Zoo. Um, Now your next level, there's a little bit of a cheat in here too, because they're putting like they have a new Zatanna series. And here's what I want to say about Firestorm.
Yeah.
Anyone who's ever been this, we're old. You're gonna be
Right.
50, right? I'm not quite 50. I'm 49 this year, but you have to be 65 to like Firestorm. That's the problem. Is like, who are you writing Firestorm for?
You have to be at the very least 57. You got to be like Jeff Johns' age or Liefeld'S
Come on,
age.
man.
There's a Firestorm cyborg Even when we watched, listen, I felt like I didn't watch Superpowers when I was a kid. I'm like, I like Super Friends. I don't really like the Superpowers as much.
Mhm.
I was a weird kid. I don't know when did Superpowers come out? Did He-Man and Transformers already come out?
Superpowers was consistent through like the late 70s, I think, right? Wasn't it? It was Challenge Super Friends, Super. Oh, you're talking
Well,
about Superpowers.
I'm
You're talking about
Superpowers in
action
particular.
figures.
Right, because Superpowers is Cyborg and Firestorm. That's when they add them to the Justice League. And
Right, right, right,
I didn't like them.
right, right,
I
right,
felt like, who are these new people? I don't like these guys.
right.
Anyway, but that's kid thoughts. So yeah, Firestorm wasn't for us.
Yeah, and it's
Even
weird because like they're taking the exact team, and I guess Rafael Delatorre is going to be off of. Well, they say he's part of like the All-Star Flash, but I don't think he started that book. They're just on that book, I
Oh,
guess,
by the
right?
way, I read Absolute Superman this week, the latest
Yeah,
issue, and
great
it
dude,
is
right?
fantastic. It's fantastic. It's
Yeah. So
everything I want.
if anything came from the Juan Ferreira,
Le-
whatever happened, the John the Jason Aaron like either firing slash non-renewal of contract.
Here's what it is. He had a story to tell, and he told it. He goes, could it have gone longer? Yes, but at some point early on, he knew it wasn't going to.
Hmm.
That's kind of the way he stated it because I listened to a couple of interviews. Hey,
Oh, I
we're getting
see.
a bug. You know we're getting a Bug Wars special.
Yes, yeah. I figured who's. I don't know if Mahmoud's drawing it. I think someone else is drawing it,
Was it
but that's
Mahmoud
okay.
Asrar? That's how you pronounce the last name,
Mahmoud
Mahmoud
Azra.
Asrar.
Great, great.
No, it's good to know how to pronounce things.
I mean, I like the next level like secondary line. I kind of feel like this is like the wave two of like Image, right? Where it's like the Max and Pit and stuff like that. Like I kind of feel like, but I love Hori Corona getting like these covers with the weird
Dude,
negative space and stuff.
he this is his year, man. Like
His
he left
promotion of that,
Transformers.
yeah, that to me is like kind of like I can't wait for that Lobo series, dude. But see, that's what I mean is like Lobo went through like a phase one, right, before Jacket, and then went through Bisley. So I feel like if anyone's still reading, they're all 50, us, right?
Boss.
And then we want to read a new Lobo series, which I think is probably going to be pretty great because you're gonna have Corona going fucking nuts, and doing more cartoony stuff and more aliens and stuff. Because again, he needs to kind of be in a world where he can draw weird shit. Because
Yeah,
again, and like I need to go back and read, just like I'm doing with Stefano Carticelli. I'm going back and reading stuff on Global. A couple one shots I read by Carticelli. It's just insane. It's very inspiring. Like I feel like when I look at a lot of Ori Corona art, just because it's a little bit weirder. I like the splotches and stuff. Like I feel like that makes me want
weirder.
to draw again.
It should.
But this is kind of like this Zatanna sequel. And I didn't read the Zatanna at Showtime. I probably can. I'm sure it's on the DC app. Jamal Campbell, I never super. I just think it's because his stuff is a little bit more finished. Um, it's all in one, right? Because he did what Far Sector, and he was kind of a big deal, and then he did Naomi, I believe,
Right, right.
and then did restarted Superman with Josh Williamson. But to me, Superman when it was good when it started, but then when Dan Mora came on, that's when it kind of re-elevated, right?
Yeah, for sure. When Dan
Um,
Mora took over, it was like, holy crap.
yeah, and I feel like they're maybe making a little bit of a misstep with the Superman stuff right now because they're taking Superman out and they're just gonna have Superboys for a little bit, like reigning the Superboys. I don't know if that's
I don't know. We'll
I
see.
don't know if that's
Don't
good, but we'll see.
hopefully not too long.
Yeah, hopefully not too long. But again, this is basically a sequel to his other series, but there's your Ori Corona. Great.
It's like he stuck around. Like he only did Transformers for that 2 years. Like that's all he did was Transformers.
Yeah.
So like by the time that Transformers contract ended, DC was like, yike! They just grabbed him.
Good. Well, it sounds like that's what they're doing. They're pulling more back. That once it's like so they're looking at Skybound stuff. They're like, hey, what are you doing? And I really
Dude,
hope don't
that's the world to us right now.
no
It's
one
like
touched Tom
Skybound and
Riley.
DC.
I read the Dreadnought World together because I think
I'm gonna
I skimmed it.
I'm gonna read them all today. I have them
Do
all
you
set up
think
in my.
I think that we need to do a separate episode of my mixed feelings on I because no one's going to do this episode and probably be our lowest rated ever if that's possible. I'm thinking about doing
Is that where just Pete DeLuca watches it?
well, that's probably and he'll comment, which is
And he'll
great. Thank you.
comment.
The algorithms are all comments, so everyone please comment. That's the new algorithm.
The
I want to
weird
do a
algorithm.
Jordy Belair because I remember this was literally a conversation we had in the car. There was a Tom Strong miniseries that they didn't know what to do with Tom Strong after ABC kind of folded, right? They made it a Vertigo miniseries, which fucking stupid, right? So they make Tom Strong into a
with
Vertigo miniseries.
with Peter Hogan.
Peter Hogan, Chris Sprouse art, and then it was the first time because who colored Tom Strong? Shit, I can't.
Sinclair? No.
It might have been Sinclair to maybe Ruben Root or
At
something like that.
points. At points.
Yeah, but like it went to Jordy Belair. And I remember like, what the fuck? It's funny you have that the orange cup you just put up there, the Reese's cup. I was like,
There we
what's all
go.
this orange? What the
Look at this.
fuck is this?
It's
I
new Tom
hate
Strong
this.
miniseries.
I was mad. I was yelling at you. I
I
was like,
remember.
God damn it. I was like, what the fuck are they doing here? It
Were
shouldn't
you
be a
still married?
Vertigo. It's all orange.
I think you were still married.
Yeah,
That's back. I mean, first marriage.
first marriage. Yeah, W1.
What do you want to
Um,
do?
but man, was I mad. I was mad about it. I couldn't believe how mad I was. And then
I'm getting
since
something.
then, I feel like
And
she's
no.
the absolute best. The art that they're doing, and it's pushing back into Real American Hero because whoever's
She's
doing that, I think it's Segala's doing the coloring on that. But I feel like, yeah, I want to do a chronology of Jordi Belair coloring because no one's going to do a chronology of coloring, in my opinion. I will.
you will.
But
I
she's
would
got
like to
some.
do,
She's got some of her own creator own work that she did with I think Emma Rios and stuff. So I mean,
you know,
it's
and
so
and she
specific.
does approach every project differently. Like she is truly
The Birds of Prey is
a
completely different.
colorist.
Her Birds of Prey pastiche, which I think is all done now. I think they canceled that book, but
There's a
the
good
Birds of
interview with
Prey was
her.
completely different.
There's a good interview with her last week on, or the week before, maybe Dollar Bin Bandits. She was
Oh, really?
somewhere. Somebody
Oh,
interviewed her, and
nice.
it was good. It was a good interview. You should listen to it. I would like to do, and this is where I thought you were going to go, talking about G.I. Joe for a second. I would like to do an episode where it's like why Skybound is winning. Because
Hmm.
literally, their lowest book is probably Capes, which was always going to be a struggle. They struggled the first time they
Yeah,
did
yeah.
Capes. In fact, it's kind of funny. Storniolo did an interview with Kirkman back in the day when Storniolo was like 15. Mike Storniolo he was a little kid. I still want to think of him as a little kid. He's like 35,
Right.
but actually, I think he's like 37. Anyway, Storniolo, he uh, he interviewed Kirkman. Kirkman liked him. He used to write letters in. Every issue of Invincible Walking Dead had a Mike Storniolo letter.
Oh, wow.
He would shop at our comic store. Um, and so he gets this interview with Kirkman, and he's like, "Oh man, Capes was such a huge success. When are we going to get a follow-up miniseries?" And Kirkman's like, "Success? I had to cancel the book." Just funny.
Well, I mean, they're seeing if they can get the Invincible presents, if that can be a thing.
And and what I want is he was talking to him about Youngblood. He's like, "Oh yeah, I had like a whole ongoing series all outlined, and then only one issue came out because he signed exclusive with Marvel."
Hmm.
And I'm kind of interested in that Kirkman year. The Kirkman failure years, I'm interested in. The
Right.
Tech Jacket, the Storm Cloud. No, what was it? Cloudfall. Remember
Cloudfall.
Cloudfall?
I never read that.
There,
Yeah.
there was a second issue solicited, like a second square bound edition
Is
solicited.
that neat? What
Never.
was that? Was that EJ Sue as well, or?
Yeah, that was DJ
Yeah.
Sue. It's gorgeous. Tech Jacket failed. You know,
Yeah.
they tried to do like there's something interesting about why Skybound's winning today.
Well, I think that's the thing is that it's top. I mean that Tom Riley stuff, the build of the GI Joe stuff was pretty good, and it's actually becoming more important. You'll see, um, because they well, I mean you read most of Dreadnought War, right? Well, when they brought like the War Pig guy in, like that was like from the Cobra Commander miniseries. So like there's certain things that they're bringing like to form backwards.
Wow,
So.
okay.
Um, but this is Michael
Yeah,
Chavez sign. This is another, speaking of Skybound, is that, and I think a lot of it is, and when I looked at these covers looked exciting. And then, like, I mean, there's your Tansi Zonic cover, and Tansi Zonic is um, that is the Lobster Johnson main artist, right?
right.
Jason Armstrong, I think, is one of the series, but your Jay Lee. But this is the guy. I don't know who this Matthew Roberts guy is. Well, Michael Chavez apparently
Matthew
created
Roberts. He's not the guy who drew.
Creature Black
Did he?
Lagoon.
Did he draw? Is that what he drew? No,
That's what it
I'm
says
trying
here.
to
There
think
might
of.
be there might be
uh,
one other thing that he drew, but this is what it's showing. That's the only thing it shows here.
I'm trying to think who the guy was that Kirkman worked with early. Again, early in his career, he had a fantasy book that I think he co-wrote with somebody who drew it.
How's it
I don't
Manifest
think.
Destiny? Because I see something like a blurb down
Nah,
here. Maybe
nah. It
that's
was
it.
even.
Hmm. But I always like Rico Renzi. Rico Renzi doing colors on this, so that's pretty cool. I think Rico Renzi was slightly canceled, I think. But but yeah, I'm very curious to see what this is. Again, I have you was the Blood and Thunder,
Did he?
you're okay on that? Or I feel like I got bored by
I'm
that.
behind. I'm behind.
Yeah.
I want to give it another try.
Yeah.
Notice it's just the design of the character doesn't flow with me, so it's like it's
Right.
always kind of. But that's just a personal thing.
Yeah. Siegel and Schuster. This is only just like a little blurb on this. I thought this would have been more of a bigger story, but
I
this
love that
is
you just
that.
said Siegel and Schuster. It's
It's
just so in our
Simon and
head.
Schuster.
Yeah.
That's right. Right. Well, I mean, I guess that Schuster is not our Schuster, right? Like, I
No,
mean,
it
that's
is
not. But I
correct.
always thought it was when I was a kid. I was like, is that Joe Simon and Joe
So did
Schuster? Like,
I.
you know what I mean? And
So did
neither,
I.
neither.
Neither
224
nor I.
page hardcover. I don't even understand what this is. It says he breaks the memoir into 16 lessons, and I don't know what this is. So this almost feels like a master class like video series. I want to see Frame like go, just be like all crumpled up and be like, I'm gonna,
He is like
you know
he's
what I
like the
mean?
crooked man.
He is something, man. I'm not sure. He's had a
It's it's alcohol. I think alcohol just distorted everything.
It looks rough, man. He looks rough. This I can't even tell what I'm looking at here. You know what I'm saying? Like this is
It's a little thick. I know what he's trying to, obviously he's going for his old Sin City style. It's just not quite
I can't
there.
tell what I'm looking at, dude. I have no idea what I'm looking at. I don't know if it's a head,
I can't
a
tell the head.
Spartan head.
True. I
I
know.
can't I can't tell. But it's interesting.
But you
I'll
know
see.
what? We're going to read the hell out of it.
This is Skybound, not on purpose. Skybound. So I called you about this earlier week. I was like, look at these fucking guys, man.
Yeah.
Downrange and RC. Like,
Downrange and RC. Yeah.
oh
Give
my
us
God.
new GI Joe characters. I'll
See,
take it.
it almost looks like, and I don't know if Mooneyham's doing the lettering here. It almost seems so, but like that is
I
Mooneyham is
love it.
pretty interesting, man, because Mooneyham is like an Andy Kubert inked by Klaus Janson. Like Mooneyham is really fucking something, dude.
And I'm seeing some what the hell's his name? Who drew Tokyo Ghost?
Sean Gordon Murphy. Yeah, I
Sean
see
Gordon
that.
Murphy. I kept
Yep.
saying Sean. You see that?
Yeah, 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 yeah.
Especially in the two new characters. I wish, like, I'm always about, let me create my own characters for myself. But at the same time, like, I'd love to create a G.I. Joe character. Liefeld gave Snake Eyes a red costume and he got a freaking 12-inch figure.
Mhm.
How awesome
Right.
is that? Let me create a G.I. Joe. Transformers. I got a ton of Transformers for you.
Well, I'm hoping that if it's, so I feel like everything's because I feel like they are going to be doing toys for certain things from Transformers. It'll go backwards in. So I think
Yeah.
that I'll take that. I'll take it. I will take that. And he's still in the main book. But again, pretty
Look
cool
at
that this
so
is
what is
going
it?
to
What kind
25.
of oh, so some kind of anniversary issue?
Yeah, it's gonna be it's 325, so it's the 25th anniversary, 25th issue of G.I. Joe through Skybound. But I do like this, which I think is pretty fun. It's like milestone 25th issue, and they're like 300 and
300
I think that's
and
pretty fun.
25th issue.
That's
It
pretty
is
fun.
awesome.
But I mean, listen, like it's still on the charts. It's still in the top 20. It's not that far off in sales than regular G.I. Joe, even though it has 300 issues of continuity technically behind. When you first read the first Ham issue, he knows how to write it. He knows how to write that like it's
The IDW stuff.
right, right.
Just keep going. You just keep going. These compendiums, there's no reason to not do compendiums for everything.
Yeah. This is a Rod Wingham, Rod Wingham. But that's it for the news. That's all my news. I'm gonna jump to your. Unless you have any, I'll jump to your plugs. Your
Plugs,
plugs.
plugs, plugs,
Plugs,
plugs,
plugs,
plugs,
plugs, plugs,
plugs.
plugs, plugs. Boom.
Look at that.
Rob
I
Messick
so I've been doing a Youngblood
on the
cover a day for
X.
a year now, and I'm up to volume 4, which is the 2006, 2007, 2008 Youngblood series. And here's what I found: people keep asking me, "Oh, number 6 is out. I only got number 2."
Mhm.
And I'm like, "Oh, people don't know that there was a series in 2006."
No,
People are like, "I
no,
don't even
no.
know." They don't. They're like, "I didn't know there was a series." Oh, I thought this was new stuff.
Yeah, I've never seen these covers because I didn't read this at the time.
Yeah,
You know,
Televillain from Supreme, pretty cool.
pretty.
Yeah, so you know what? And I tell people this is the exact reason I'm doing it because people don't know, and hey, I'm an aficionado of this stuff. So
And you like
So
this?
funny. It
You like this pretty? This was a fine series.
was a fine series. It wasn't everything it could have been, but it was pretty good.
Yeah, these Liefeld variants are crazy. I don't remember these at all. These are not in my brain at all. Like at all. At all. Like
This is weird.
so.
I actually got these off of Comixology. They had a sale. And I'm like, even though I had the paper versions, it was like a
Mhm.
sale. I'm like, oh, $1 a piece. I'll buy it. I'll buy
Did
that
they
series
not
digitally.
finish this? Did they not like?
This, well, here's the great thing. Every digital issue you bought came with a variant cover, which is phenomenal. And for some reason, the variant for this one, that's the way it looked. It's not the way it looks on paper. The paper comic looks correct. So for some reason, this digital version just showed up wonky.
It's like a mock-up. Yeah, it's funny. It's like a mock-up. It's like we're not quite there. You know what I mean? Like this is dropped in, and then you like I understand how
It's
they're
just the
doing
wrong
it.
file. Yeah, it's
Yeah,
just
they
the
just
wrong
have
file.
to. Oh
The
crap! Did
regular,
you hear about Mad Men last week? So when Mad
no,
Men they did a remaster of Mad Men, there's an episode where I think Roger throws up or something, right?
right?
And the plate or whatever they had in that one section, they have a person on the ground with the machine to have the vomit out of his hand,
Uh-huh.
and that is in on Netflix. Like that scene. So they might have went back and changed it, but whatever file they
Right.
gave them is like just a special effects person's in there. They didn't like switch out the scene or something, whatever remaster they did. So they forgot to switch that. So that was on there. It's probably gone now, but it was on yeah, it was on I think a couple websites. So number 8. I feel like I
Uh,
remember
this
this.
this cover here, Twitter's like warning to I got my first Twitter X warning. It's like your image could be too sexualized or could be too violent.
Yeah,
I'm like, what? You literally have porn on Twitter. What are you mad about?
right.
I do like that. Like I said, I do like that the writer liked. Here's a couple things. I do like that the writer liked the Bizarro Year One, Eric Castero, whatever his name is. That's cool. I liked the Dan Mora thing. It said something, and Dan Mora liked it. I'm like, oh, cool. That's my first interaction with Dan Mora.
Oh,
Hi.
Jaboy, Jaboy.
Yeah.
We haven't checked in with your Supreme in a
Look
bit.
at that.
Look at
Look at
that
that,
butt.
dude. That's some butt.
Whoop
That is
whoop.
some butt.
This
This is
is
like the
the end of the
this is
Stevenson
this is
or
yeah.
Valentino.
Stevenson Valentino. This is issue 30. This is the end of issue 39. Just starting issue 40 yesterday, and that is the last issue before Alan Moore. So I think I'm gonna do issue 40. What's interesting is this cover. This cover is Brian Murray and inked by Sean McManus.
Right,
Brian Murray had not drawn Supreme in like 30 issues. I
right, right,
think
right.
this is a what I feel like this is a leftover piece of art that they had,
Mhm.
and like, oh, let's just use it for a cover, since it's the last pre-Moore Supreme.
Right, right, right. Yeah, that's what I
And
feel like. This is probably like this was in should have been in one of the like who's or whatever. You know
I
the
really liked, I really liked Sean McManus's issues. I think he was a great. Like, I wish would have went back and forth between Murray and McManus.
yeah Sean McManus. I've never. I think I had a couple issues of like Doctor Fate and that stuff was just a little too cartoony for me. Like it annoyed me. So nothing wrong with it.
You don't have the man called Axe or whatever. I'm surprised.
Man called A10
A10
or Max. I don't
or X.
know.
I don't know. Meh.
I don't know. So I did work a little bit this week, try to get some, try to, try to be as prolific as you. So I did have a couple posts I put up this week. I put up
Yeah.
this was yesterday. Got a quick um this was a an issue of the Spirit. This was the last issue of the Spirit they did, number 17. How do I look through here? No, hold on. I don't have it through here. Oh, okay. So yeah, this is Will Pfeiffer and P. Craig Russell are basically janitors here and there's a heist. And I think this when I was reading about this, there's actually I believe that there is a story called Art Walk on Loan the When I was reading about it, and it is the Spirit fighting these criminals. And then I believe that Will Pfeiffer and P. Craig Russell are just kind of like in the background of the museum. So it's a shame I don't know where that issue is. I have to see maybe if I could find out that issue to kind of see like, this Spirit issue is happening, and then we're just kind of following these two janitors around. I think that's pretty
Funny.
interesting.
That's pretty funny.
Yeah, I did.
I
I
like
thought
that.
that was pretty dope. And
Yes,
then
I love. I really want to read every Spirit comic. Like, it's all on my list of because I've read every
yeah,
recent. I've read every new Spirit comic since the New
Mhm.
Adventures of Spirit. Yeah, because I started off with Alan Moore and Dave Gibbons for 3 issues.
Right, right, right,
So I basically started reading everything Spirit after that. And Alan
right.
Moore did a good job with Gray Shirt, which is his Spirit archetype from Tomorrow Stories.
It's homage. Is homage.
This is an homage.
I did post this too, and the first person to like it was the art of Sean Phillips, which from what I could tell is just Sean Phillips. You know what I mean? Like, because it doesn't seem like he has a big troop of people. He doesn't really come over here, so I would like to eventually meet him. I have a gigantic Sean Phillips. I don't even think I knew this that I had this, but I was looking through. Dark Horse Presents went through a bunch of different iterations between regular Dark Horse Presents that went through 100 and something, and then I
Right.
want to say they did like a MySpace Presents, Dark Horse Presents, which eventually they
I
did put in print.
which there's good stuff in that.
There is good, yeah, there's good stuff through all of the stuff.
And
So this was
and
just kind of
they
in the middle.
we even got like a volume 2 and 3 of Dark Horse Presents. I know we definitely got the volume 2.
Yeah. Well, there was a lot of
Again,
stuff in this where they had a Mike Grell Tarzan, which I have. They have there's some Magnola stuff in some of that. There's a Lance Blastoff was at the end of the Dark Horse Presents of the other. I mean, there's a lot. There's a ton. So I mean, it wouldn't be maybe eventually I would get like an entire Dark Horse Presents, but there's some Robert E. Howard stuff that pops in there.
yeah.
There's a Costigan story at one point, but yeah, pretty fun. So just trying to kind of get back
You
into the
know,
rhythm
I
of
met Sean Phillips once.
you fucker.
He was in Philly, but it was like Marvel Zombies. I had him sign my Marvel Zombies hardcover.
Right, right, right. Yeah, which is like I guess I did this. But
Oh my God, did I have a sketch by him of? Yeah, I just totally forgot I might have had a sketch by him. I used to
Jesus.
have I had like hundreds of sketches by people back in the day.
Yeah, so I guess Dan Jolly owns Bloodhound. Bloodhound was a pretty good series in the 90s, and I guess that's when DC was playing around with some creator owned stuff because I guess this reverted back to Dan Jolly. And I believe Leonard Kirk drew the stories in here,
Okay,
where I think that Dave Johnson did the regular Bloodhound. Bloodhound or Chain Gang War? Did Bloodhound come out of Chain Gang War? I feel like that's the same stuff. Chain Gang War.
What about the Bloodhound Gang?
No, no, thank you. No, thank you. Well, it's a busy day. I know you
Hey,
got to
what
go.
were you saying about? I don't know if you want to include this in the news or not. I'll be able to talk about it next week.
News.
The Transformers 40th anniversary toys. You said there's a
Oh, yeah, I got an alert. I got a Google alert. So anniversary that they might be making a Kranix toy. They never made a Kranix toy before.
Kranix. Kranix was in the beginning of the Transformers movie. There was a alien planet called Lithone, and it was a race of transforming
Mm,
robots, and Unicron eats the planet.
yeah.
Here's what's interesting. Lithone is Greek for stone, by the way. Originally, the idea was going to be a planet full of rock transformers. Kranix was going to be granite, and Arbalest was going to be marvelous. So they're all going to be
Uh,
stone characters. But I think they got wind of the GoBot stones, and I think GoBots maybe got the stone characters first, and He-Man was doing Stone Warriors. The
right.
Transformers
Rock
is like
Lords.
Rock Lure is right. So I
Yeah.
think they're just like, man, we'll stick to robots. And honestly, it was probably a better choice.
Yeah, I remember I feel like the Transformers universe number 4 came out before the movie. Does that seem right? The publication?
Yes, very likely.
Because the back of Transformers universe number 4 has all of the Transformers universe new characters as Springer, and I believe it had Kranix in there, or Bliss and
Right.
Kranix, I think.
And
Yeah,
what he
so
transforms into,
yeah, yeah, which we never see
which you
because
never
again
see.
they're only in the movie for a minute, and then I guess one of them is in. I mean, how's that work? So this is gonna make no sense to most people. So if you're Unicron,
Right.
you have a whole ecosystem you eat planets, but you can also kind of uh, digest them or put them in different spots where they can be digested differently, right?
Yes.
So,
Yes.
so you have a whole ecosystem of like, all right, well, give me some of that so I can eat them and put them in my stomach acid.
Let me yeah, individually eat the souls, the sparks,
Mm,
and the rest
wow,
of it I'll just, use
that's
to power
something. I
myself.
guess I
It
didn't
is
think about
something.
that. Yeah, so I need to.
You know
It'll
what's
be.
funny? If you want to add to it, in the Transformers lore, there's this thing called the Well of the Allsparks, and that's kind of like where Transformers Allsparks, their souls are born.
Mm,
He literally has a well that's eating souls. So it's almost like a reverse, like maybe he takes their sparks and that's how he creates things like Galvatron and Cyclonus. And he
right.
can create Transformers. He creates a whole ship. You
Right,
know,
right, right.
it's there's more to Unicron than like
That meets
more
the
meets the
eye.
eye. Ah, yeah.
We did
That's
it.
the whole thing about Transformers. There's a lot of stuff that they threw away in episodes. I'm like, oh my God, that's something crazy. And something else about Transformers. People are going AI nuts with Transformers. They're AIing scenes from the movie. They're AIing just everything. And it
Mhm.
looks kind of awesome.
Yeah, they did an AI video of like I think I told you of all the dead Transformers, and they're all just like laying on the ground, and it's really disturbing.
It
Like
is
it,
disturbing because they died. So many die.
yeah,
Something else somebody did cool was they're taking the storyboards for Raimi Spider-Man 4 with Bruce Campbell Mysterio and they're just AIing the scenes. And I'm like, Bruce, did I say Bruce Willis? I say Bruce
Bruce
Campbell.
Campbell.
Bruce
Yeah.
Campbell Mysterio. And they do a scene with him and I'm like, God damn it. Raimi Spider-Man 4 would have been awesome.
Is there a is there a script for um the Scarecrow like Howard Stern Batman? Like
That's a
can
great
we see
question.
that? You
Mark, there
know?
wasn't a script. There wasn't a script for Batman and Robin.
Mm. Well,
Legit. They wrote it
that's
on they
apparent.
wrote they I know. That's why I mean that's the problem.
Yeah, you got to watch the I can't believe that they even put this out. You got to watch the Stranger Things documentary. It's fucking crazy. They literally just straight up they're
Did
like we're
they?
going into it and we don't have a script for this last episode. And we're like Jesus Christ. And they keep going over and over again. And they do have and again, they have too much on camera because they have like they literally show like these AI markers that like in one of their scripts. And it's like Jesus Christ, like these people are
Yeah.
picking up everything.
To me, AI is a great tool, but should it be used for art? Like, or officially? Like, there's things you could use it for. You know, like I was trying to get some ideas to Brian. I was trying to convey them in a certain way. And then I used it and he's like, all right, well, let's utilize that. Not in a way
Yeah.
that's gonna, Brian's still drawing everything. Uh, Stranger Things, didn't they start to film a season pre-COVID and then they had to refilm it after COVID because everyone had like
Uh
aged so much?
I don't know. I do know that like apparently even I saw a video of all the things that are contradictory. Like there, I mean, you can go see the Broadway play, which is about the cave, and apparently that's wrong. Apparently, like whatever they have in the movie is like contradicting like the play. That is continuity. So it's
Well,
like what?
it's like any Star Wars thing, if Lucas doesn't write it, then it doesn't if he wants to overwrite it, that's up to him.
Yeah, we didn't cover the Kathleen Kennedy is really, really for realsies out this time. For
For real, he's
realsies.
out. Did
For
you see that
realsies.
Dave Filoni like doesn't love Andor? And I'm like, I wouldn't have said that out
Great.
loud.
Cool. That's so we'll get what? We'll get more of Ahsoka. Cool. Like you know what I mean? Like we'll get more
The thing about
of the
Andor is
lesser storytelling.
it's so depressing. It's so depressing because it's just work. People are working, they're sacrificing, their lives suck, everything sucks, sucks, sucks. They're all trying to take down an empire. It sucks.
Yeah,
And then this farm boy gets a lucky shot off and wins.
correct.
Like,
Yeah.
so it's like the whole point of Andor is just to show like they needed to do everything, but it doesn't.
Right, right, right. Yeah.
They weren't looking for credit, but it's kind of funny. Here's something else I said to Brian yesterday. Could Obi-Wan have defeated Darth Vader on the ship?
No. That's not
I
his
think he could
role.
have. No, that's what I mean. No, I said he could have beat him. I think
Um,
Obi-Wan Kenobi could have beat Darth Vader on that ship, but he allowed him. He sacrificed himself because he knew the bigger picture. The bigger
yeah,
picture
yeah, yeah.
was, mind
Sure.
you, this isn't Lucas like thinking about this back then. This is us adding to the story now.
Right.
And I think in our personal lore, I think because did you saw in Rebels where Obi-Wan takes down Darth Maul in like 2 seconds.
Mhm.
It's the coolest fight scene ever because it just goes to show you how great Obi-Wan Kenobi is. Obi-Wan Kenobi is the one of the best Jedi's of all time. So I think in that scene, I think he would have beat Darth Vader, but it wouldn't have been a, a war win. It would have been just a battle. He would have won the battle, but they would have lost the war. Like you
Right.
needed, I think, that to go down that way. I don't know. It's just me adding to it. And here's something else I was joking with.
It's your
Like,
fanfic.
I know it is my fanfic. I do this a lot. And I was talking to Brian about it, and I'm like, and Luke, and I stuttered on Skywalker, Luke S. I'm like, oh, Luke S. Lucas. I'm like, did he do that on purpose?
I don't even think I ever thought of that either. I never thought of that.
Luke S.
Yeah. I think there's some stuff that's like just so in your face that you don't really see. I mean, it was Starkiller for a long time, and then I've never read the original. I think I have a treatment or I have some of that stuff. Or you can read the Star Wars, which was the Dark Horse like Mike
That's
Mayhew series,
I love that series.
which is pretty cool looking.
It is really cool.
It's funny, like I guess I posted this issue of
Do
Fantastic
you
Four.
realize in 10 years we will have the Star Wars AI movie?
They could probably do it now. Yeah, they could probably do it, you know.
Yeah, but it'll look like garbage now.
Yeah, that's okay. That's fine. Yeah, I like the trailer. Shit, I was gonna send you something. There was a trailer. Did you see the Super Friends? Did I send you that? The Super Friends trailer
No, but I've
that I sent
seen a
you?
variation of it in the past.
Yeah, let me see. I don't know if I have it in here. Do I have a message in here? I wonder if I sent it through here. Don't turn that on.
You sent something to Jose Ladron?
I well, yeah, this thing. I don't know if this audio will come through. I was on Threads. Oh no. It's gonna blow up my computer. All right, we might have to abort this mission here. This might not. Computer might
All right,
not.
that's fine. It's too
So
much.
too
It's too
much.
much.
Too
It's
much.
too much. Oh yeah, I did see this.
Telly
That's awesome.
Savalas.
Yeah.
Yeah, it might not. It might not load. This may be
You know,
futile.
in the original Superman 1978 script, there's a scene where Superman's flying over Metropolis and he sees a bald-headed man. He's like, "There's Lex," and he goes down and gets him, and it's like Telly Savalas. He's like, "What's happening, baby?" or whatever his stupid line is.
Who
And
loves
he's
you?
like,
Who loves
"Suck,
you, baby?
who
Yeah.
loves you, baby?"
Yeah, look how
And
good
I'm
this looks,
like,
dude. Jesus Christ.
what a cringeworthy scene that would have been.
Yeah, Bizarro. Oh, I didn't see if Bizarro had the S on. Now that's all I'm gonna look at anytime I see a Bizarro. Oh,
It
it's
is
backwards.
backwards.
Yeah, good
Look at
job.
that.
Yeah,
I
see,
gotta.
dude.
I want to
Yeah,
know
this.
who is
Why
everyone.
why is
That's
Aquaman? Yeah,
the
but
super
that's
enemies.
super enemies, yeah. Yep.
Yeah, look at that, dude.
Look at that Flash looks.
Yeah, this is insane. This is what we're going to get in the future.
Good.
Why would you even? You don't
Why
even
can't
need
it
to
do
go to the
that?
movies. Just watch something at home. Yeah,
Yeah.
that's a lot of fun. It's
Yeah.
fun. It's so much fun. It's a toy. It's a toy that's ruining the environment. They need to fix that. Some AI companies are really doing a good job with solar panels. I mean, one AI company is trying to reopen 3 Mile Island, which is like worst nuclear disaster on U.S. soil.
Whoops. All right, well, I gotta go. You gotta have a good anniversary. I'm gonna go see All You Need Is
Oh
Kill.
yeah.
Have a brief review of that
All
next
you
week.
need is
Rob
kill.
is
Do 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 do.
I think I misread. I guess I'll sit next to the guys, but I think I misread whenever Chris put in. He's like, I bought these seats, and I think I misread it. So I have like a seat. I'm actually like sitting not with them. I'm sitting like above them. I don't think anyone's going to be at the
That's
movie
okay.
theater today,
You
but
can rub his shoulders
I
during
may.
tense scenes.
I sure will. Sure will.
All
All
right.
right,
So hey,
everyone, have a
everyone have a good
great
week.
week and do it up, like, comment, subscribe. Please comment. Comment's a big thing, apparently. Big deal.
Right.
Just get in
Podcast
there.
for the people. Word.
I'm not putting that. I may. Maybe I'll put that. I'll demonetize to put in
Demonetize it.
the Marky Mark rap for you. It's for you,
Thanks.
bud.